The Jets have one last chance to advance in the Stanley Cup playoffs after losing to the Nashville Predators 4-0 on Monday night. It was an opportunity lost, playing in front of a crowd hungry to celebrate and with a party going on in the streets outside of Bell MTS Place. It is the second successive loss at their home rink, the most difficult venue for opposing teams in the NHL. They lost here last Thursday night, too, with a chance to take a 3-1 lead. The best-of-7 series is down to one game, on Thursday at Bridgestone Arena. The winner moves on to play Las Vegas in the Western Conference Finals. The first-year Golden Knights have already accomplished something. Two incarnations of the Jets haven't in 22s. Story continues below advertisement. It took Nashville a little over a minute to take the lead. Victor Arvidsson, who has played tough around the net all series, was falling as he deflected a shot by Roman Josi past Connor Hellebuyck. The goal was waved off for a high stick, but the call was reversed after a video review. Victor Arvidsson celebrates his first-period goal against the Jets. John Woods, the Canadian press. Philip Forsberg had the Predators' second goal, fighting off defenseman Ben Chiarot as he drove to the net with 11:44 remaining in the second. Forsberg scored again with 14:05 remaining, a spectacular shot from the left side of the net that he flipped through his legs and beneath Hellebuyck's right arm. Arvidsson also added an empty netter late. The Jets, who had power play goals in each of the past 4 games, got 3 chances with a man advantage in the first period but generated few dangerous shots. They put pressure on Pekka Rinne in stretches but could not beat the Nashville goalie. They got a 4th opportunity while trailing 2-0 early in the third, but the Predators killed that one off as easily as the others. All in all, it was a downer of a night for Canadian playoff teams. The Raptors are through after being swept out of the NBA playoffs by LeBron James and some other guys who play for the Cavaliers. The Jets are the only hope for hockey fans desperate to root for a Canadian team. Vancouver was the last Canadian contingent to reach the Stanley Cup Finals. The Canucks lost to the Bruins in 2011 in 7 games. Roads around the arena were blocked off to accommodate a massive street party attended by tens of thousands of fans ready to celebrate late into the night. They arrived dressed in white, just like the maniacs that filled the rink. Inside, they wore pilot's goggles and had their faces painted white. One guy wearing an old-fashioned goalie mask had glow sticks attached to each side, making them look like antennae. Matt Jansen, who dresses like the Queen and comes flanked by Royal Guardsmen, was there. The noisiest in the NHL was nearly at eardrum-busting levels. During player introductions, the clamor reached 114 decibels. That is louder than a jet engine during takeoff. It spiked again when Teemu Selin, the Hall of Famer who spent the first 4 of his 21 NHLs in Winnipeg, was shown in the crowd. He, too, was dressed in white. Story continues below advertisement. Cheers erupted when Mark Scheifele, who had 6 multi-point games in the past 7, won the battle with PK Subban to be the last man off the ice during warm-ups. In Winnipeg, the Predators' defenseman is treated like an opera villain. As good at gamesmanship as he is talented, Subban promised after Saturday's 6-2 loss in Nashville that the Predators would win Game 6. Facing elimination, didn't shake his confidence. "We are going to go to Winnipeg, we are going to win a game, then we're going to come back here," Subban said late Saturday night. It's simple. It annoyed the Winnipeg faithful, but he was right. The Jets had an easy time of it against Minnesota in the first round, winning in 5 games. They knew ahead of time that they were in for a tough battle against Nashville. The Predators lost to the Penguins in 6 last year in the Stanley Cup Final. They had the best record of any team in the league this, and were also the best when playing on their opponent's home ice. Winnipeg set a franchise record with 52 victories during the regular and at the 2nd of July 32 finish with the best home record in the league. They won the last 9 regular season games at Bell MTS Place, and their first 4 home games during the playoffs. The streak ended with a 2-1 loss in Game 4 last Thursday. Their last loss on home ice before that was February the 27th, also at the hands of Nashville. Now they have lost 2 straight at home and must win to continue what has been a remarkable story continues below advertisement. The team got its beginnings in 1972 as part of the World Hockey Association. It then joined the NHL in 1979 along with 4 other Wild franchises. That Jets team moved to Phoenix in 1996, but the Atlanta Thrashers relocated to Winnipeg in 2011. It is Winnipeg's most successful NHL, but losing the series will be heartbreaking after being on the brink at home, in Game 6. Perhaps nerves got the best of them. Their players were more tight-lipped after the pre-game skate than they were earlier in the series. It was clear they understood they were almost a part of history. It is difficult managing your emotions, Josh Morrissey, a 23-year-old defenseman, said. The Jets have one more chance on Thursday night. Logic would say the Predators have the advantage now, but they have lost to Winnipeg on home ice twice. Hockey can be anything but logical.